Live from an island full of furries, it's the Mastication Station. With your host, who's been sugared up to the hilt, Tony J. Lemon. And the one who needs to drive him home, the Studio Ed, Lee Daly. Our guest tonight, our one guest tonight, prepubescent mortician and microfiche enthusiast, Michael Hansen III. Our sponsor tonight is the great folks at Pouer's Marshmallow and Ziplock Anti-Slippery Dust. And our house band, all the way from the Tri-Lakes region, Therapeutic Madman. And now, he got down, but he never got tight, Tony J. Lemon.
Meeting the sponsors.
There we go.
Stuff.
There we go.
Thanks. I think we're going to talk.
Welcome to Mastication Station. I'm just getting a little bit of our sponsor.
Mm-hmm. You can tell. You can feel it.
Chubby Bunny. This is
Chubby Bunny?
the beginning. You know, ever played Chubby Bunny?
No.
Really?
No.
You shove marshmallows in your mouth, and you try to say
We can take that out and post.
you try to say Chubby Bunny with as many marshmallows as you can without dying. It's kind of funny.
I did not know that.
Welcome to Mastication Station. This is the beginning of season 9.
Wow. I can't believe you and I have played together that long.
Yes, I've been trying to count to 9 all night and I finally got it. So, season 9, episode 49.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are, and I don't know where we're at because I've been enjoying the sponsor, which you're going to tell us about.
Right. Yeah, Tony. We're...
Lee Daly, by the way, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. We're way up north at Kodiak Island. And we were in Iowa last show, and we wanted to go somewhere north because we knew the hot air was coming in. So right. Kodiak Island is where they sent us. It's a lovely location. We wanted a beachfront stage, but we got a glacier front stage.
Right. I do like your brick wall, though. That's kind of nice.
It's the stage of the studio is I don't want to say crumbling, falling apart, but we got it for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
With names
and all the people that built the original theater are here from the 1800s, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We have a population of, in our crew, in our audience today.
That marshmallow was
that
laced.
Just set me back, yeah. The dust is still choking my throat. We have 596.3 people in our audience today.
Excellent.
So the 0.3 is in the baby carriage, I assume. That's it. And Tony, our sponsor, it's amazing that you're able to eat those marshmallows.
Yeah.
If you notice, the marshmallows have a fine dust on them.
Yes.
That prevents them from sticking to each other.
Right.
Yeah. So our sponsor is Pouer's Marshmallow and Ziplock Slippery Dust Company. Keeps things from clinging or sticking.
Nice.
So if you notice, you Ziploc bag, you get a box of Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
They never stick together. You can just pull them right out. And
so it's not the marshmallows.
It's not the marshmallows. It's the
powder,
dust. It's the powder on the marshmallows that prevents them. But once you get them in your mouth, they have that nice sort of asbestos taste. So enjoy your marshmallows while you can.
As best as you can tell, anyway.
Yes. Depends how old they are, of course.
Well, these...
Why now?
These are roughly from now. So that's what I'm going to say. I haven't cut them open to see the freshness date yet. But so Kodiak Island, my question is, how did we get here? How did we get here with without going through the C word?
In the air.
Oh, okay. So we go.
It's the gliders again.
But we can go. So we're not banned from their airspace.
just their...
Once we get above 5,000 feet, then the Canadians can't see us.
Very fair game, because they're using those mounted geese or whatever.
Yeah.
Get that high.
And I believe Kodiak Island is a separate country within Canada.
Oh.
They seem to think that. But like Texans think they're a separate country from America.
They were for a while.
They were.
If you know your history, that is.
So I would not go in the woods because there's bears.
Okay.
That's how they got the name.
Well, we have, to celebrate our 49th episode, we have one guest, and his name is Michael... Oh, what is his name? Keep going.
Michael is an interesting guy.
Row the boat ashore?
He's from a part of the country that has very little asbestos.
Okay. His name is Michael Hansen.
Oh, it's like the Hansen brothers.
Yes, Michael Hansen is here. And he's going to be talking about a ton of stuff. And we're going to ask him about his time he got run over three times or something like that.
By a tractor, trailer, 3 times in the same day.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that tonight, among other things. So our sponsor we got, where we're at and then our audience number is 0.4? Is it 0.4 yet?
0.3.
0.3. Still
the way
0.3.
this is going, it's going to be 0.4.
They grow quickly.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this. Don't go away, please. Okay. Marshmallows for everybody.
Stay for the buffet.
Oh no, the trash bag boys are back again.
This is a job for
Heavy Hill, the garbage man, and his trusty steed, Trashicorn.
Hi-ho, Trashicorn! I make trash disappear. I pick up 3 to 5 bags a week. I'll be there Monday if nothing don't happen. If a bag busts, I'll clean it up before I leave. Ding. If I tell you I'll do it, I'll do it. Ding. I won't go after it's snowing. Bang. I won't go after it's bad weather, I'll put it that way. You people might know y'all's job, but you don't know mine. I'm a church-going man. Dang. All I ask you to do is pay on time. If you don't, I'll sick Huzzy on you. Whoa, Huzzy.
Thank you, Heavy Hill.
Hey, welcome back. Where am I? There it is.
Where are you? Right there?
Hey, there you are. There you are. Way over there, you're hiding. Hey, welcome back to Mastication Station. That was a great commercial. I think it was about cars or pizza. I can't remember. So Lee is here to tell us where we are and who our sponsor is and how many in the audience and all that stuff.
Well, thank you very much, Tony. Hey, we're in Kodiak Island, way up north. We're beat the heat. The United States are cooking. Can't really say that though because most of Canada is also cooking.
Check, please.
So Kodiak Island is kind of off by itself, surrounded by a glacier. We wanted to be near a beach, glacier, beach, kind of the same thing. So that's where we're at, Tony. And there's in our audience we have 596.3 guests. The 0.3 is in the baby carriage.
Okay.
And the way that this show is going, it's probably going to be a 0.4 soon.
They
Tony,
grow fast, don't they?
They do. They grow. You feed and water them, and they just keep going.
Yeah.
They're like a house plant. So our sponsor is kind of unique, kind of a one-of-a-kind, kind of a niche industry, Tony.
Yeah.
It's Pouer's Marshmallow and Ziplock anti-slippery dust. You notice when you open up a bag of marshmallows, they are not stuck together.
That's true. They did not stick together.
Same with Ziploc bags. You open a box of Ziploc bags, and they're never stuck together. They pull them right out.
Yeah.
And you'd think plastic static cling, you know.
Right.
So this dust, it keeps things from clinging and sticking. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And now back to you, Tony.
Okay, so it's the dust betwixt. The dust betwixt the marshmallows.
Very good stuff.
That's our sponsor tonight. So also with us is Michael Hansen III.
Wow, right.
Third.
Happy to be here.
He was the second, now he's the third.
Now I'm the third. Like you said, you just keep growing. I went from a 0.3 to a 0.4, or a 0.2 to a 0.4.
So why are you the third?
I am the third because there are so many stinking Michael Hansens in the world, and we got to keep ourselves straight. So I got to be the third. I didn't want to be a junior, so I just thought I'd make myself the third. So.
Okay.
It's like the Hansen brothers.
Yeah, the Hansen.
We're spelled different. So I'm Danish. So I'm a donut with no hole. So it's Hansen with an E-N.
Oh.
So we've got all that great Danish heritage. So.
Are those glasses from the Hansen brothers?
Yes, these are from 1992, and literally a heritage. From the family.
I'm impressed
band.
that you know.
I will say I was in a Hansen band, even though we're spelled wrong.
Really?
My brother is a great musician that plays like 5 different instruments. He would play the drums. I'd play the bass. We had another guy that would sing, and so we had 2 Hansen brothers and one.
Okay, would you call yourself Hansen?
We did. We were called Pocket Lint because we were cool and it was the 90s, and you had to have something crazy.
Did you have a hit? Like
No, we did not. We covered Christian worship songs and stuff like that.
Pocket Lint.
Yes. So
you were going to say something.
Those have been around a long time.
Pocket Lint has?
No, the Christian hymnals. Christian hymnals that they did covers for.
Yes, we always hymns, let me tell you.
Plenty of hymns.
A bass, a guitar, and drums, always hymns.
3 chords, that's really all you need, you know.
But yeah, especially for a bass guitar, you can get away with probably 2.
I would play bass, and I played with 1 string. Just the 1 string. You can do it all.
You can do Jaws really easy. Just with the E string and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
that's
boom,
true.
Boom. That's all you need to know.
So Impact Upgrade.
Yes.
You were talking about that earlier. What exactly is that?
Impact Upgrade is a company that I'm a partner in. Basically what we do, we work with businesses and nonprofits to kind of help them streamline the systems that they have. The biggest thing with any organization is you got to keep track of all your data, your people, everything, people that you're helping. And a lot of times you come across organizations that they found a really cool tech solution here and one here and one here, and they've kind of band-aid things together, and what do you know, they've got like 5 different systems that they're working in. And what we do is we come in and we actually integrate those all together so that they talk to each other, work together, and also kind of just help them figure out what's the best process, what's the best systems to use. And so a lot of it is just trying to help them figure out how to be more efficient, how to be more effective, how to save money, and how to kind of streamline the processes that they have to serve more people. That's ultimately what it is. So
you talk about streamlining.
Yep.
What's the major reason why, like in general, businesses aren't streamlining?
Streamlining?
What's holding people, besides not having your services yet? What's holding businesses back from doing that?
You know, I think it's probably the most is just having everything manual. I don't know if that makes sense.
Are they like doing it old school?
It's just old school, just everything's on Excel spreadsheets and trying to keep track of everything that way, whether for a nonprofit, that's donors, trying to keep track of everything that way, the people that they're serving, trying to do their case management that way. And so a lot of times when we come in, we'll see an employee is spending most of their time copying and pasting things from one system to another, to another, to another, just so that the leader, the executive director, the CEO, can actually make sense of the information that they have. And so if you don't have everything kind of in one core system or one source of truth is kind of what we like to call it. It's hard to figure out how to make decisions, how to answer the questions to make sure that the organization is going in the right direction, to make sure that you're serving the right people and keeping them, in contact. So a lot of times, like I said, I mean, not to get real nerdy with you, but like
too late.
I say we got the glasses, so we're already good. We're already halfway there. But no, like a lot of times it'll be using something like MailChimp for email marketing, but MailChimp, or Constant Contact, something like that for your mass emailing, or you're using another tool for text messaging, people, or using another tool like QuickBooks for accounting. Like I said, that's what I'm talking about. Where you constantly have all these different systems that don't work together. Our goal is to actually get them to work together as much as possible.
So how big are these companies in general that you work with? Are they mom and pops, or are they like multi whatever?
Actually, it's going to sound crazy, but we kind of started working with international organizations.
Really?
We've done a lot of work with anti-trafficking organizations that are all across the world, obviously. Locally here in Fort Wayne, we've got Destiny Rescue that we've been working with for years, a great organization. We also work with the Exodus Road, which is actually in Colorado. They've got a lot of different locations.
What's
all over.
Exodus Road? What's that?
That's also an anti-trafficking
that's the same
organization.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's not same organization, but
it's the same genre
kind of
or
genre.
something?
Yeah, I guess you could say same mission.
Howdy, y'all. This here's Mike. Down at Mike's Golf Shop, where we buy golf. That's right. We buy golf clubs. Mike's Golf Shop. Come on over here. We buy golf clubs. Over at Mike's Golf Shop. Come on down here. We buy golf clubs. That's right. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs.
Right path, four path.
Well, it sounds like that's kind of your passion, is to help people be more efficient, but also help them reach other people.
Reach other people and with their mission. I think even with the businesses that we serve, we always are looking for people-centered, people-serving organizations. So our whole team, and we've got probably, we're up to 14, 15 staff members. And everyone on our team just has a heart for serving people in general. So I think that's how we got started with the nonprofits, because everyone had kind of that heart. My business partner, Brett, definitely has that heart. And as we've hired people, I've always said it's just kind of interesting. We have a need to hire someone. We pray about it, and the next thing you know, someone's either sending us something on LinkedIn, or someone's reaching out like, "Hey, I got a friend that is looking for something," and it just seems like it's the right fit. And
So how could people, if they wanted to sit down and talk to you about their business, whatever, how could they contact you? You have a website? Or
impactupgrade.com.
Okay.
That kind of has all the services that we provide. And like I said, it's different for every single organization that we work with. Very custom. And the big thing for us is we're not one to come in and change every single thing that you do. Sure. We just want to make it better. We just want to make, whatever pain points you're having with the technology that you have, remove some of that, lets you be a little bit more impactful with what you're doing.
Do you have a lot of need for microfiche? Do you use that?
We don't. I won't.
Microfiche machine.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. We don't need any of that. I will say, we used to say that just give us your data in any way, shape, or form that you'd like. We did have someone show up with a floppy disk.
Really?
And I will swear to God, we do not have a way to get a floppy disk data onto computers nowadays.
Did it have the two on so you could use both sides? Yeah, it had a little notch out of both sides.
Both sides. This one was the maybe I should say new school floppy disk that was actually hard.
Ones. Not the
actual. Like I grew up, we had the big floppy ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a hard floppy disk.
I would think that somebody would need Oregon Trail sometime.
At some point, you think you'd have to bring that back, and I swear they have to have that somewhere on some kind of system. That you
they have to,
because that's the only thing that you would play in school.
I mean, it teaches you not to get dysentery.
Dysentery, really? And you basically need 6 children to survive anything, because you're going to lose at least 1 or 2.
That. Yeah. Wow. How does one become a mortician? Because you were an assistant.
An assistant mortician, yes. I was not a mortician.
You couldn't carry the top half of the body?
Right, yeah. I was the assistant, so I was the lower man on the pole, so I had the legs. You're exactly right. As an assistant mortician, basically my job was to, if someone were to die, they'd page me, call me. This was before cell phones when I did this. So they'd page me. You would come to the funeral home. We'd jump in the hearse with the actual mortician. Wow. When they were talking with the family and getting everything set, it was my job to get the body ready and on the cot and into the hearse.
So what do they put in the body to make them stay
healthy,
fresh?
Now you're testing me, because it's a fluid.
Is it marshmallow?
We just call it embalming.
Marshmallow dust, by chance?
Yes, that's basically.
Yes.
I think that's a key ingredient.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just called
Embalming
embalming fluid. There's
Interesting.
different kinds that you do with
Probably
it.
get it
but-
at Lowe's.
Yeah, you can get that.
Lowe's.
Yeah, by the dealer.
But I will say, if you don't know a funeral director, hang out with them because they are the funnest guys in the
I'll bet.
world. Just because you're always around sad situations and you kind of have to have a good personality
There. He says he's not dead. Yes, he is. I'm not.
Yeah.
to be able to do it. I will say, I've never met a funeral director that hasn't been a good time.
I imagine like 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 ambulance drivers and stuff. They
Yep.
probably have to develop some kind of a sixth sense of humor to cope with
Yes.
all the stuff they deal
Yeah,
with.
like I said, you have to be positive. You kind of have to be able to look at the bright side of things and kind of go from there. And it, you know, I think I was also always impressed with their ability to just kind of guide families through that. But yeah, it was. I will say I had some fun. I was a high school kid. Surprisingly, they let a high
Interesting.
school kid
Yeah.
be an assistant mortician.
Oh, yeah.
But one of my jobs was, just kind of taking care of the funeral home, taking care of the hearse, taking care of everything that way, just kind of being the gopher. And so I would have to go and get the hearse washed and waxed and all that kind of fun stuff. And so I got to drive the hearse a lot through town. And so I would always pull up to a stoplight, and everyone is looking
I
at
bet.
me. Everyone wants to know, is there a body in the back? And so I would just be like this, and then I'd go, and then I'd go right back. I had Another One Bites the Dust on the radio all the time with the windows down. You had, like you said, you have to have
Oh
fun
my
with
gosh,
it. You have to
yeah.
have a lot of fun with it, but
Did you take it to the prom?
I asked, and they
a good
said
idea.
yes. They
Really?
said yes. They said good, because I was a very responsible, high school kid. My date, on the other hand, was not for it in any way, shape, or form.
No.
And I was like, they're $100,000.
Yeah.
Hearses are expensive. But yeah, she wouldn't go for it.
Not
I was
too
like,
bad.
this is fancier than any limo we could get.
Wow.
But we took my Jeep Cherokee instead. So yeah.
I would see them like wheeling in a coffin into the dance too.
I just
Do Thriller and,
I would say Michael Jackson.
yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So the website again,
Yep.
so we can tell people what that is.
ImpactUpgrade.com.
It's right there on the desk. See it? Yeah.
Got it?
Right there.
Good.
Impact. Okay.
Yep.
So, is it your bedtime? Are you okay with a little challenge?
We could do a challenge.
So, what we have is, since you're a business guy,
Yep.
into bringing people together, we thought of doing something called Upstart. So this color card is a trend. This color card, green, is a company name. And then target user is who's going to be the customers. And then we have the industry, what industry we're in. So we're gonna try to see if we can pick one of each color, and we're going to try to sell to the audience our company that we just come up with.
Okay.
And Lee has how we're going to find out who won.
Right. I don't know. What? So I guess the winner will be, according to the audience clapping, it'll be the one of you that sells your business to the general public.
Okay.
Well, Lottie frickin' God!
So my business this evening is, what did you say?
Mustache.
Mega Mustaches. Mega Mustaches, which is interesting because the target user is internet trolls.
Oh.
So internet trolls, the business is called Mega Mustaches, and our industry is actually the acupuncture industry.
Nice.
Okay? So imagine a business where it's acupuncture called Mega Mustaches, and really we're targeting internet trolls, people that really get online and just hound you for everything. It might be a revenge thing, I'm not sure. And then the hot trend that goes with this is actually because it's going to be in space. There is my business.
Spectacular.
That's pretty good business. I think I might have you beat. I got to ask again because I have ADD. Pretty what? What was it?
Spectacular.
Pretty
Pretty spectacular. Got
Okay.
it. Okay. And the sound guy loves me for clapping.
Yeah.
No! Right, let me tell you, this is a pretty spectacular business. That's why we called it Pretty Spectacular. And you guessed it, our target audience is depressed animals. Because I haven't met an animal that's not depressed, honestly. So we want to make sure we get all the animals which basically is every single one of them that's depressed. And we're going to be going after what is called the hot trend, having health sensors. You got to make sure that you have your depressed animal hooked up to a health sensor of some kind. And the best way to do that, when you're talking about industries, shaving cream. I mean, the best thing for any depressed animals is to shave them.
Sure.
So you got to shave them, you got to put the health sensor on them, and they're going to be happier. We know that. Wow. I mean, studies have shown if you shave your depressed animal and put a sensor on it, it'll be smiling by the next morning, I guarantee you.
Boy, I might be in trouble.
I think you're in trouble.
So how are you gonna? You tell us how we find out.
Okay, so by a show of audience clapping, those of you that think that the Outer Space Acupuncture Mustache Company is the winner, go ahead and clap. That's about a 2 on the 10 meter. I don't think
I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
Didn't even really register.
I don't want to jinx it though.
No, you don't. You don't.
All right, so now we've got the Spectacular Shaved Animal Sensors Company, which actually makes a lot of sense. I would be depressed if I were an animal that's about to be eaten.
Why am I made of a bag of meat?
By a show of clapping,
Are they going to throw marshmallows too?
well, after they announce the winner.
Ooh, like confetti.
So, that's like a 4 on the meter.
Oh,
I'm liking it.
My God.
So I think he's winning. So
This is
by a
pretty good.
show of your marshmallows that you all have under your seat, go ahead and throw your marshmallows at the loser.
There they are.
All righty.
Well, welcome, Michael Hansen III.
The third, yes.
For being here. Buffet is open in the back. We'll be right back after this, everybody. Thanks. Go to that
Bye-bye.
website right there on the desk there.
I wouldn't eat those marshmallows.
Bye.
Hey.
Hey baby, how is your car run? Do you have a trouble with your transmission? Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestico foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestico foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestico foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestico foreign, I please you with my service. Hello, my name is Gorgon. Let me help you shift it.
What's your fear?
My fear is
Being buried alive.
no, being in a crowd of very slow-moving old people.
Okay, I'm going to say being buried alive. So my business is glorious being buried alive.
Oh.
Glorious being buried alive, and our target user is witches.
Witches?
Yeah, witches, and the industry is in the hostage negotiation industry.
That seems like a terrible industry.
And the hot trend going right now that we're trying to really push is continuous delivery. So we're going to be constantly finding people in hostage situations, but we're going to use witches because they are glorious and are very being buried alive.
Okay, so what's my order?
It would be green and blue, and
pink.
last is yellow.
Yeah.
So Lee's business is?
My company's name is the Battle Cry of the Giant Little Monster. And we're kind of we're looking for storm chasers, you know, who go after tornadoes and hurricanes and everything. The problem is they find themselves wearing baby gear.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's okay, you know, except for the bouncy chair.
Yeah.
That's a problem during hurricanes and tornadoes. Slammed around and everything. But they have found a way to make the business much more successful. They incorporated AI.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So
of course.
the AI is able to take out all the dangers of the baby gear, storm chasing, battle crying monsters.
And the name of your business is, again?
It's the battle cry of giant monsters. So like Godzilla.
Well, welcome back from that fantastic show, 49.
49.
And it is the beginning of season 9, too.
So I hope all of our German people don't think it's a no.
That's not funny!
Yeah. Season no. Episode
no.
40 no.
No, not even close.
Yeah. So where are we again? Where are we going next time?
We're on Kodiak Island right now, Tony. Yeah. And we've got about 596.4.
Oh, they grew up a little bit. That's
a little bit, yeah. Here up in northern Canada, kind of on the west side of Canada. The eastern side of Canada apparently is still on fire.
Oh, okay, okay.
And they're just kind of letting it burn because there's really nobody living up there. Just like that.
We went over the smoke?
We went over the smoke because we were up really high.
Like up out of the atmosphere, I assume.
Well, not quite, because we're in the glider. So, and the windows are all, well, they don't have any windows.
No crank windows?
No, there's no windows.
Oh, okay.
So the crew just has to hold their breath
for an hour.
For about an hour. Which is why, a good reason why when we landed they were all asleep.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we're going to be further north. I think the Arctic Circle is where we want to head.
Okay, we're going to the Arctic Circle.
For our October show.
For our
it's supposed to be very scary up there.
Scary, up at the Arctic Circle. Is it a theater? I've heard this theater is buried under
the glacier.
Like 40
tons.
Kilometers or 40 milli?
1 kilometer.
Depths, the 40 leagues.
40 leagues under the sea. Captain Nemo's, the Nautilus is down there.
Nautilus.
I think that's the name of the theater, the Nautilus.
The Nautilus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. Well, North Pole, easy. That makes sense. So we want to thank our sponsor, and our sponsor is called?
During our break, someone erased my notes. It's the Marshmallow powders.
Marshmallow powder.
Powders, marshmallow, and Ziplock bag anti-clinging dust.
Okay.
Wow, I'm glad I remembered that.
I remember.
Oh boy.
That's because we don't want to anger them because
we will not get any more marshmallows.
They paid for.
It's amazing that's so accurate that you open up a bag of marshmallows and they're not stuck together.
Yeah.
But leave them out in the sun and the dust seems to go away.
It's got a temperature.
One massive thing.
Temperature strip on it just for safety.
Yeah.
Just for COVID.
What did he say?
Yeah.
COVID?
So,
is COVID still
if you look
a real
on our
thing?
desk, you will see that's our email. If you want to fax us, phone us, give us some recipe swaps or
quips, whips, and fips.
Vignettes, humorous vignettes, all that stuff.
Vignettes.
Right there, Mastication Station at yahoo.com. Mastication Station at yahoo.com. And the 8th emailer
Wonder of the world
will get a 1-gallon bag of just the marshmallow dust as a promotion. Not the marshmallows.
That means we're going to have to
dust.
scrape the dust off of 10,000 marshmallows.
Well, we won't have to.
We'll just ask the crew to do that.
They agreed while they were sleeping on the plane.
I think 2 of them just left the campus. You guys got to come back. We're just kidding.
Yeah, so we'll be back next time.
not.
Thank you to Michael Hansen. I
Hansen.
always forget.
Hansen, I
Michael
know you.
Hansen III, actually, for being here.
Not a hockey player.
Yeah, but he plays one on TV. So we'll
Play
be
a
back
doctor.
next time. Thanks for coming. Please get a marshmallow.
There's one under your seat.
On your way out.
Be sure
There's
to
one
take-
under your seat too. We're not sure how long those have been.
Throw 'em at us.
Yeah, we'll be back after this. Bye-bye.
What is the game there? 7? Oh. 7. It'll be fun for you to try to edit the marshmallows coming at you.
Yeah.
That will be interesting. We do it like snowballs.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, it should be. It's always interesting.
It's always interesting. That's why when we watch the show, I don't watch it very often, but when I do watch it, it's your editing and your commercials that Kathy watches.
Fantastic.
And it's laugh. It's a laugh a minute.
Grab their ears and just yank, and you were off.